Hello everyone, and welcome to the project kickoff meeting for the site app that we have developed at the Real Estate INC. I really appreciate everyone's time that you take out from your busy schedule. Myself, Harish, your presenter for today's presentation. The Real Estate INC, at Real Estate INC, we basically develop applications and technical development for the real estate market. The site app is our flagship product that we are currently working on. Site app is going to be the application for the building inspectors. Basically, the initial thought behind site app is to standardize and simplify the data collection process during the building inspections. Let's quickly go over the agenda for today's kickoff meeting. We will initially discuss about the background, how we thought about coming up with this project, what's the recommendation of the main co-founders and initial team, how we are approaching this project right now as of the kickoff duration, who is the stakeholders and what's the benefit of this application, how we are thinking about maintaining cash flow and making money on this one, and what's the project timeline. So let's quickly jump on why and how we thought about coming up with this application. Every real estate and property managers has their own building inspectors, and at the year end, these building inspectors go to different properties and they will inspect that property based on certain criteria, and based on that they will generate a report that all these property managers and real estate developers will utilize. Now, these building inspectors, every different building inspector has a different perspective. Some building inspectors are more liberal towards the collection of data, while some inspectors might be super strict in terms of evaluation. There are some building inspectors who really have positive aspect towards green building and LEED certification. So there is a mismatch between the data that is collected and supplied to all the property managers. So our intention in using the site app is to develop an application that will standardize all the data collection process. So every building inspector who is using site app, they will go to site and they will have a certain criteria which they have to select, and they will install the data. They will add the data for that particular criteria, and that will generate a data for the real estate or property managers. Now, we are also thinking about standardizing the reporting format. There will be different templates that that building inspector will select to submit the reports. Now let's jump on the next topic over here, which is the initial recommendation. Co-founders thought that the main selling point for this application is the standardization of the data collection that we are offering. Now, the initial thought that we have is regarding the different components which we want to keep. Now, as you can see, we have different collection options. The initial will be the current physical state of the building. So building inspector will add data regarding square feet. They will how many units are there, if how many different, is there a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom, or is it an apartment building, or is it a bungalow building, what's the year built, and when was the last renovation done. Now, another few important points that we are collecting is if there is any other property manager firm who was handling that particular property. Another thing is if there is any income restrictions on that property, if is it a low income housing or if it's a luxurious housing. Now, another thing important actually is what kind of certification that building has. Different certifications are based on green building, and those green building certifications has a different longevity, so that plays a really important role, in terms of data. Now, currently, during the initial phase, we decided to generate one pilot version once we will be done with our project our app management and all. We are following the agile methodology for this particular project. This app is going to be a cloud-based application, and we'll have a iOS and Android version of it. Now there will be a customization possible. So suppose if any big real estate firm wanna purchase a big portion of server, then we'll have a special team and we'll customize our application based on their requirement. Now there will be a 2-point security to access the data for this particular in this application. Now there are mainly 3 co-founders, Niharika, Parvari and myself. Niharika, her input will be mainly in the report generating capabilities of the application. Parvari she belongs to a real estate market, so her input is gonna be mainly on what field or what criterias we should keep in application, which building inspector will select and provide data for that. As myself coming from construction industry, so I will be basically gonna mold the application and into the product that basically real as desired. So in all these 3 co-founders, we all are gonna discuss with each other, and we have a few app developers. They are busy. They are working on pilot version right now. We have also financial officer and marketing officer. We are currently working on how we will manage the budget and how we are maintaining, what's gonna be the initial cost if owner wanna purchase, if there is any big company you want to purchase major space of server, then what is going to be the cost and everything. So we are currently working on, so Shasha is currently working on that one. We are also developing a marketing strategy, how we want to publish this app at the national level. So Stephanie is our marketing officer. She's currently working on that one. Another discussing about the stakeholders. So as 3 of us co-founders, and then there is real estate executive Mike. He's one of our stakeholders, and the asset managers who are actually our customers. We have contacted few asset managers, and we are keeping them in our loop so that we can understand what's the market requirement and all the stuff. Now let's go over the benefit of using the application. Now the biggest benefit that we will have is the national level standard data that we are collecting. It's gonna simplify the data input process for the building inspectors. Now the another benefit that we get is the whatever data that we are generating, that data can be utilized and that data can be sold to all the owners and property managers to decide what's gonna be the rent for the next year. And that is actually that's also actually our how we are thinking about making money. The initial we are selling to individual property managers and developers. In addition to that, we are also thinking about understanding the patterns based on the data that we have collected over the years. Now currently activities in process is we are currently gathering all the requirements, and how we are currently working on the template, what's going to be the format and all the stuff, what's going to be the early marketing message, and all stuff. Now let's quickly go over the project timeline. At Realist we developed one application, so that this particular timeline was based on that, but the site app has the same kind of distribution, so it will help us understand the total timeline we are projecting right now is 1 year and 4 months. We are currently in a prototyping and designing phase, and the February of after 6 months we are thinking about exiting development phase, and then there will be a change management, and there's going to be some initial reviews, and after 1 year we are thinking about putting pilot version to use. Our asset the property manager that we have currently as a stakeholder will use that application, will use that pilot version, and they will provide input in what are the changes we need. And after successful pilot version, after 2 months we are thinking about going live, and at that point we'll have a strong marketing, and we'll see a lot of financial movements. So thanks so much guys for I know I'm a little about that time, but thank you so much for your valuable time, and have a good one.